channel. So today we're going to do a palette ranking. So every month I go through all the palettes that I have used. Now typically I only include palettes where I've used at least 2 shades. This month we're going to do something a little bit differently. We are going to go through all of the 28 palettes that I have used this month. It sounds like a crazy amount. It's actually more than that because I'm not including any Colourpop Singles, which I have also gone into for the month of April. And instead of ranking them by least favorite to most favorite, we're just gonna rank them by least used with most used. And I think it'll be interesting to do it this way because then you can really see that I do actually dip into a lot of my palettes. Especially recently, I've been being a little bit more creative with my looks, and I've been doing quite a bit more videos you know, things like that. So I'm trying to push myself a little bit more to use the makeup that I have in my collection. It is what we're here for. Why do we buy this if we don't use it? So yeah, I've got a lot of palettes where I've only used it once. Now my uses is not how many times I've dipped into a shade. These uses today that I'm going to talk about is how many days I've gone into these palettes. So if they only have gone into once, that means only one day out in April I went into them. So that's what that means. But anyway, yeah, let's get started. So out of the 28, I actually have 13 palettes where I only used it once, which is quite a lot. Some of these I've dipped into one shade, some of them I've dipped into multiple shades, some of them I've just used as obviously a one and done look, and then others I've just used as a companion for a different makeup look that I've done. So I will try to find looks for all of these, but I don't have pictures of everything that I did this month, but I have worn makeup every single day aside from one day in the month of April, which is kind of crazy because I don't usually do that. I usually give myself and my skin a break, especially in the weekends. Like I've mentioned in several videos, I did start tracking which palettes I've used every single day. And you can see in the month of April, we're already in May right now. So in the month of April, there's just one day that I did not wear any eyeshadow, which is kind of crazy. So 29 days out of the 30, I wore eyeshadow. So that's probably why I have so many palettes here to share with you. So straight away we have this one. This is a newer one for me. This is the Easy Paris Cosmetics Bright and Matte. And this one I did a look when I did a little bit of a get ready with me for my channel membership. I just wanted to try it out. I wasn't really speaking about this, but I would equate this similar to like Revolution quality. It's not terrible and it's not, you know, amazing, but I actually kind of really liked this shade, so it was fine. Then I also went into the Urban Decay Stone Vibes only once this month. However, this one I did obviously go into, I think 5 different shades because it was my random number generator video, which I will do a part 2 because a lot of you really wanted me to do a part 2. So that will be coming this next month. But yeah, this one I only used once. Then we have the Molten Metals from Gloss Gods. I think I only went into the shade. I remember it was for a specific look, and I think I only went to that one. I don't think I went into anything else for this one. Then we have my California Love from Colourpop. So this has been decluttered. I haven't done anything with my decluttered palettes yet. I do need to do a video where I either depot them or do something with them, because this one is one of the ones where I think I want to include all of these shades in my Colourpop palette, where I already have them all individually like put together in different tiers based on the colors. And I think what I'm going to do for this and also for the Aurora Struck is I'm going to wait until I finish my No Pan Left Behind because I'm really concentrating on my Colourpop Singles there. I don't want to change the layout because then it's just going to confuse me too much. So once I've done that, I think I will depot this. But yeah, I went into it once for a look. Also went into the Geodes from What's Up Beauty one time this month. This one, I was trying to find a pink, and I think I went into this one, but it wasn't pink enough. This was for my channel membership. Like it was when we did our live chat, which you know I am going to be doing a live Get Ready With Me. So I've already done one, and it was quite a thrill. So yeah, I tried to go into that one, but it wasn't pink enough for what I was going for. Also went into Killer Purr once. So this one, what did I go into? I can't remember what shade I went into. I definitely went into this though. Huh? Maybe it was for this one. It might have been for this, but I went into it once. I have it marked down, so it did happen. I also went into my NARS Stargaze palette. This one, sadly, I did actually end up not liking the makeup look and I didn't really take any good photos, so I don't have anything to share, but I know I went into this purple. I was really trying to do something and it didn't really work out for me, but I went into the purple regardless. Then we went into the Avatar Fire. This one, I definitely went into multiple shades. I went into these two shades for my Book of the Month video. Really loved those. And yeah, it's made me really want to go back into this palette. I really, really like this from Lethal Cosmetics. Also went into the Essence Circle of Life once. This one, I know I went into this orange shade, which was actually quite vibrant. It was decent. Also went into the Mercury Retrograde. This one, I think it was just this shade that I went into. I can't remember. Or maybe this one. Actually, maybe it might have been this lilac shade. But I know it was only one shade. So a lot of these were just like one shade, one and dones. I didn't even go back into them. Galactic Visitor from Singe Beauty. I did do a whole look with this and it is something that I'm doing. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. I'm doing a 3 looks 1 palette. I still haven't done the other 2 looks for this, but this one I will be using more this month. But yeah, I definitely went into this one obviously and did go into multiple shades, but it was just the one day. So it's kind of weird tracking that I've only went into it once, even though it was multiple shades. But that's how I'm doing it for this video. I'm just doing like how many times I went to that palette this month in like how many days. Okay, last 2 in the category of the ones. I have the Gal on Venus. I also went into this for my Book of the Month video. I went to this red. And I was thinking maybe I could go into that one, but didn't go into anything else for this. And then I also went into the Sorbetti from Glam Shop. This one, I was trying to find what did I go into this one? I think I went into this shade. I can't remember, but I wrote it down, so it is what it is. Okay, then I have 2 palettes where I went into it 2 days. First, I have the Pharaoh from Menagerie Cosmetics. So this one, I went into it during my live. I also went into it for another makeup look. So I went into it twice, predominantly going into this shade. I'm not gonna lie, I think I went into that one twice and those were the 2 different days, but I also went into this pink down here. And I really kind of feel like I want to play around with it a little more. I did notice that this matte didn't perform as well as I remembered. So I'm hoping that this is not going bad. So I want to get a little bit more use out of my Menagerie because I've had them for a couple of years now. I think it's been like 3 years now. So I need to get going on these, maybe get more pans and whatnot. But yeah, this one I went into it twice, which was kind of interesting. Then I also went into the Let's Get Nude from Gloss Gods twice this month. This was also used as more of a companion. I definitely went into this shade for one of the most recent looks that I did. And then I also went into just this one right here, I think. I think those are the only 2 that I went into in this one. So kind of random shades from all these palettes, but at least they're being used. I don't mind. Okay, then we have 4 palettes where I went into them 3 times. We've got the Makeup Factory. This one is the Gold Selection palette, and this is in my Pan Those eyeshadows. So really, it's because of my Pan Those eyeshadows. I've been going into the middle shade, you know, and that's where we are. Then we have the Revolution Astronova. So I did a 3 looks 1 palette with this one. Yeah, this one is fun. Obviously, you can have a look at that video if you haven't seen it, but I do like this palette. And then I went into the Lovers from Cosmic Beauty. I do have a shade in my Pan Those eyeshadows, so a lot of those uses were from this shade right here, but I also went into this one during my live. It didn't really go with the look that I was doing, but I tried it out, so that's why I got an extra use. And I also, surprisingly, went into the Beauty Bay Midnight palette. I'm going into these palettes quite a lot, so for whatever reason, I've been trying to do specific looks, and so having a big palette like this has actually come in handy. I know I've complained a lot about like, well, I don't need all these shades, but actually I've gone into the black, I've gone into this Cursed shade over here, I've also gone into 1993, and then I also hit Pan and Periwinkle because it's in my Pan Those eyeshadows. So I think, yeah, I think those are the only shades that I've gone into this month, but it did give me 4 different days of uses. Okay, I made a mistake. I made a boo-boo. I said I used all of the last grouping that I just spoke about. I used them 3 times, not 4 times. Because this group right now, I have 5 palettes. I've used them 4 times. So just remember that. Okay, so then we have the Lethal Cosmetics Avatar Air. This is my project level up for this month, and so I have gone into it. I've been trying to go into it as much as possible. I did just go into it yesterday. So this one's been used as a companion and also as one that I've just done a whole look with it. So really enjoyed this palette. It's really such a surprising palette to me. Like when I still look at this palette, I think, why do I love it so much? But I really do. It is so versatile. It's really interesting. Okay, then I also went into my Look for Rainbows from Gloss Gods 4 times. I feel like this is wrong. I feel like I've gone to it more, but I've written down 4 times, so we'll see. But yeah, this one is my Pan That palette in order, as you know. So obviously I'm working on this and we'll be working on it as well in May. Then I went into my Delicious Delights from Cosmic Beauty 4 times this month too. This one definitely has been more because it's a great companion palette for me. So if I've wanted to use a different shade, I've just gone into it randomly. I've gone into the white, I know. I think I went into the pinks as well at some point. So it's just been a fun palette. It's really, I just want to keep going into it. It's like one of my spring palettes, so definitely just want to keep using it when I want to. Really nice going into a lot of these palettes that are not in projects. It really makes me feel good that I'm not being wasteful. Like I have a lot of palettes, but as long as I'm using them and I'm getting enjoyment from them, it's just making me happy. I'm really like getting into just like using my makeup, regardless if it's in a project. I don't really care. Like obviously I want to focus on Project Pan palettes, but I also just want to use my makeup, which it sounds silly when you talk about it, but it makes sense, right? Also went into the Serenity from Cosmic Beauty. So this one I did do 5 different looks. How did I only go into it 4 times though? I must have miscounted because this one definitely has 5 uses on it because I did 5 different looks. Maybe one of the looks I did right at the end of, wait, I don't know how that works. I must be counting wrong. User error, sorry. But this one I counted for it. This must be in the 5s actually, to be fair, because I did do 5 different looks. I also have it in my Pan Those Eyeshadows as well. But yeah, love it. You can see I've scraped off the black. I'm gonna have to do that with all of them. If you saw my video yesterday, it's just a mess. Then I also went into the Peach Perfect from Gourmand Girls 4 times. I have a shade in here that's in my Pan Those Eyeshadows, but I also have been dipping into it randomly. So I went into this shade randomly. I think I also went into this one randomly too. And I think maybe one of the other greens. I've been having fun with this. Another really great spring palette for me, and I'm finally getting enjoyment from it, finally getting use out of it. It's one where I was like, I really need to use this, and then I just never did, but now I am, so I'm very happy about that. All right, then we have 2 palettes where I've used 5 times. So when I did my beauty bank update, just posted yesterday, because I'm filming this as I'm going to post it, I did mention my 3 top palettes, but I did actually have 2 palettes that I've used 5 times. So one of these you already know, which is the Club Nebula from Kaleidos. So this one I used 5 times. It's still my project level up. I'm still trying to hit pan. I've done all the uses. I have the 2 pans already, but it's my level 3. So I'm actually working on this shade. I was originally going to try to hit pan on this one, but I'm so close at hitting pan in this one. A few of you mentioned that maybe I should just go for the green. So that's what I've been doing. It's still not there though. It's still not there. And then I have my Glaminatrix Rich Romantic. So I have a Pan Those eyeshadows in here, and I have actually hit pan, which is a major spoiler. I just did it today. But that doesn't count obviously towards April, but I did just hit pan in this. Okay, but anyway, I used this, 5 times last month. Okay, let's just pretend that didn't happen and you didn't see that, okay? Then we have 2 palettes left. So I went into my Shadow Kiss from Alter Ego 6 times. I actually have already gone into it again today, but of course it's May today, so it doesn't count. This is my Pan That palette for the year. And then I also have another Pan That palette for the year, the Naughty Nude. And I also went into this 7 times. Of course, my Pan Those palettes have the most use on, which is kind of, you know, what I would expect. But yeah, I'm actually like, when I looked at how many palettes I had used in this month, I was getting a little overwhelmed. But I thought it'd be fun just to like rank it by usage. Let me know if you like this style of video, if you want me to go back to ranking least favorite to favorite. I think the reason I haven't done that this time around is because I've done a lot of palette rankings, so you kind of know which palettes I really like at the moment. So I thought I'd give myself a little bit of a break, give you guys a little bit of a break, and maybe just talk about usage instead. So maybe I'll revert back or I'll switch it. You know, I'll do one or the other depending on, If it makes sense for that month, who knows? But yeah, I've used an awful lot of palettes for April, and I feel like, you know, April's like a shorter month. Especially for me, it feels like a short month. I know it's 30 days. It's not that much shorter, but still. We'll see if I use as much makeup in May. I think we had just exceptionally bad weather in April for the most part, so I was just indoors doing my makeup. Hopefully, fingers crossed, the weather's a little bit better, and I'll probably wear a little bit less makeup to be fair this month, but we'll see. But yeah, if you liked the video, let me know. Hope you're doing all well. Thank you so much, and I will see you all next time. Bye!